Okay, welcome to Elevations. This is uh, this is a really important lecture. Okay, and I think you need to really be aware of what we have going on here. And I've left in a few mistakes that I wanted you to kind of be aware of. And this one's going to take you just a little bit of time to do. The first thing that you do is you can see here that all my windows should be at 6'8" or a head height of 7'8". Clearly, these front doors are not lined up. When I click on this door right here, it did not get to the correct height. It's at 6'8", which is not correct for Revit. We want it at 7'8". So I'm going to correct that. I'm also going to go in here and inspect, and it appears that all of my windows are correct. If your windows don't appear to be lined up, there's a good chance that you have them backwards. One of them could be backwards. I'm going to flip these on purpose and go back and take a look. And you could click on here and say, wait, these are all both 7'8". Well, just because it's 7'8", the trim is a little bit smaller on the inside. It changes the height. So we want to make sure that all of our windows and doors are at 6'8" or 7'8", and that they're all facing in the correct direction. One thing that you can do very quickly is grab all of them at one time before you get started. Click on Filter, do Check None, and say, hey, all of my doors and all of my windows, I want to make sure they're at a head height of 7'8", and that will fix everything across your drawing. I'm going to go back to the south view and we're going to get started. The first thing that we're going to do is we're going to get rid of these stupid level lines. We don't need level lines, so I'm going to select them all, right click, hide in view. It's really important that you do that so that there's nothing there. We can always get the level lines back by clicking on the reveal hidden items. And here they're back, and I could simply grab these and select unhide. Not going to do that right now, but it's important that you know on the view toolbar, that's where you get them. All right, we're going to cheat a little bit here, and we're going to place these reference planes, and this is the most important part of the drawing. Reference planes do not print, so we're going to have really small lines that start at the top of the foundation, bottom of the elevation. So I'm going to draw just a tiny line, just like that big, for us to draw to, that we'll dimension to. All right, this is the top of the foundation. The next line is going to be 1 foot up, and that represents the floor line. So I'm going to do an offset and pick lines, and I'm going to go right like that, and that represents the floor line for me. This is the same for every drawing. It doesn't matter if you're an advanced student or beginner. We have top of the foundation 0. The floor line we step into is at 1 foot. The next thing that we're going to do is get the window line. That is 6'8" from the floor line. So now I'm going to type in offset 6'8". I'm going to go to pick lines, and I'm going to select right here and see that my next window line is going to show up. The next thing that I need to do is place the ceiling line. And the ceiling line is 9 foot from the first floor. So I'm going to go back, type in 9 foot, place this in here. We're going to kind of move up. We should see it. You can see it right here in this area. We got it to go up. We need one more. We've got our floor line, our window line, ceiling line, and we need the grade line. The grade line is at 8 inches, but it goes below. Could be -8. I'm just going to type in 0.8, enter. I'm going to use the pick lines once again. I'm going to go down, and I'm going to click right there, and there is my grade line. Now I'm going to go back and place my dimensions. Many students don't like to place their dimensions too close. We're going to pull ours out. So I'm going to click over here on Align Dimension. I'm going to do the footing first. You need to do it in this order and pull out about that distance. We're going to go from the top of the footing to this green line right there, which was the top of the foundation. Okay, and we're going to place that right in this area. We're going to go from here to there. The next reference line, which is the floor line. Click in the middle. It's 3 clicks. Now we need the window line. And this time we're going to pull this one. It's going to go just inside, and it's going to drop right in there. And you saw that it wanted to snap to there. And then the last thing that we need is the ceiling line. And the ceiling line is 9 foot, and that comes out right there. Everybody's dimensions should be the same. If we had a full basement, this would say 9 feet, top of the footing, 3'6", 1 foot, 6'8", and 9 foot. Okay, we're also going to draw our lines using our annotate command. We're going to go to annotate and do detail lines. The detail lines help us identify where the window, door, floor, and ceiling line are at. So I am going to create a line, and I'm going to change the style to window, door, floor, and ceiling, D south. I'm going to start here at the floor line. Go in this order, please. Start at the floor line at the edge, pull it all the way across, and it stops right there. The next line that we have, I'll hit escape. We want to do another one, is going to be at the window line. Notice that the window line, the trim is sticking above. That's okay. Here is the window line. Hit escape. And then we need the ceiling line, which is right above here. And now we have these lines that will come across. It's kind of hard to see them right now, but if we wanted to see them a little bit better, we could click on the thin and thick lines, and now you can see I've got my floor line, the window line, ceiling line. The last thing that I need is my grade line. The D south grade will be just a little bit thicker. This is the grass. We're going to start it here, bring it all the way across, and then we're just going to have it slope down just a little bit away from the house. And we're going to try to match that angle on the other side as well. Come down just a little bit, not too much, doesn't have to be perfect. And there we go. That is the first steps of placing your window, door, floor, and ceiling line in the appropriate dimensions. Come back for the next video where we will place our annotations and notes.